Alright, let's see if any of the rest of the crew has anything to say.
Commander, how are you?
Garrus told us about wanting to leave CSEC and head out with a Spectre who wasn't burdened by a lot of the CSEC rules, so let's see if we can shed some more light on that.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Really?
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Again with this, okay.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
So let's check in on our Asari doctor.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Oh, really?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Fair enough, I suppose. And that's all she's got to say for that one. Again, it's another example of how Liara is still... she's still really young. She's over 100 years old, but for an Asari, she doesn't really know much about the galaxy, and she hasn't met a whole lot of other species. Let's head back up to the CIC and figure out where we're going to go next. So, if we take a look at our mission journal, let's see. That's collecting Turian emblems. That's League of One medallions, Prothean data disks. These are all the collection quests. Missing Marines. Oh, right. We haven't even told Admiral Kahoku about the Marines we found that were lured into that ambush with the Thresher Moss. That means we haven't... Yeah, we haven't told Nasana that we found... we killed her sister. So yeah, we need to go and talk to her about that. Nasana told us that her sister was kidnapped by pirates, but it turns out she was actually the leader of the pirates. So yeah, we need to go in and talk to her about that. So yeah, let's do that. Let's head back to the Citadel, turn in those quests, we'll do a little shopping, and see if there's anything else to see on the Citadel. Okay, so before we head out and explore the Citadel, there was one other person we haven't spoken to that we probably should before we head out, and that's Joker up here in the cockpit.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
And this is referring way back to the mission on Therum, where we rescued Liara, where he pulled us out of the exploding volcano.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
So yeah, that was just referring back to that mission. Joker has a couple new lines of dialogue after each of the major missions, so we could have come up there and talked to him. I don't remember if we spoke to him after the mission on Pharos or not.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
He's usually got a couple of good jokes to tell. So let's see, who are we going to take on out to see the Citadel today? I think we'll bring Tali and Liara. Yeah, just for fun.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
So if you'll notice, Liara is actually wearing my old armor. That's because while there's special armor for each of the for most of the aliens, the Asari just wear the standard human armor. So I just gave her what I had left over. All right. So for the first time, we come to the Citadel, and there's no one waiting to ambush us, hoping we'll solve their problems. So that's good. So first off, we're gonna stop in here in the lounge and talk to Nasana Dantius, who actually sent us out to kill her sister, which is not cool.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Dahlia's dead. I killed her myself. If you don't want to end up like her, start talking!
No need to raise your voice, Commander. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
Okay, so bit of a dilemma here. Yeah, she sent us out to, she knew she was sending us out to kill her sister, but her sister was the leader of a pirate gang, so,
Your sister was a slaver. She got what was coming to her.
I could not agree more. She was my sister, but I will not shed any tears for her death.
I am glad you are not my sister.
yeah.
I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
Alright, so, yeah, we get some money for being her hitman, but we can also try and get more out of her.
I'm a Spectre, not some merc for hire. I can find credits anywhere.
True, but I'm the only one who can authorize you to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
I'm not sure why that was an intimidate option, but anyway. So yeah, she gives us an exclusive license to Asari manufacturers and special goods, so those will be available to us back on the ship. Awesome. So, let's see. Next person we need to talk to is Admiral Kahoku up in the Citadel Tower.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with L-Corps cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the L-Corps with a Hamlet who uses L-Corps body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
That could be interesting. As you saw, the L-Corps, they don't communicate emotion the same way that that most other species do, and so they have to say what their emotion is. So yeah, that could be pretty interesting. All right, so here's Admiral Kahoku.
Waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander, any word on my missing men?
They were killed by a Thresher Maw.
A Thresher Maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a Thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Yeah, they kind of didn't.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the Thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
That's fair.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
So he definitely thinks that there's something more going on here, and you know, it kind of seemed when we landed and we found their bodies that, you know, it was just sort of a general trap, maybe set by the Batarians to try and lure Alliance personnel out there to die. But he seems to think that maybe there was something more going on there. Maybe his team was lured out there specifically. So who knows? Hopefully we'll find out some more later.